Welcome to this special episode of Overland Travellers, where we revisit one of our favourite trips, the Madigan line crossing in the Simpson Desert. The Simpson Desert is one of the most iconic and rugged landscapes in Australia. This vast expanse of red sand dunes is home to a surprisingly diverse range of plant and animal species, and is a land of adventure for intrepid travellers looking to explore by four-wheel drive. Come and experience the raw and untamed beauty of this incredible wilderness. Alright, just went and had a look at Simpson's Gap. I was actually really surprised how close it is to Alice Springs.
Yeah.
I thought it was further away. I had no idea the McDonnell Ranges were so close, so it's nice just to do a little trip out for an afternoon and have a look.
Yeah, it'd be nice to see it, I think, with full light, just as a bit of a different perspective, maybe sunrise.
Sunrise would be nice, maybe try and do that, beat crowd, that would probably be where it's at. So anyway, we'll get back to Alice and
cook some dinner and
do a few things and wake up early to get the car into the mechanic tomorrow morning, just getting the contacts cleaned on the starter motor and the exhaust nipped up before our big desert crossing. So that's the plan.
Yes.
We'll see you tomorrow.
We're hitting the Simpson Desert.
Yeah, no, it's been a nice time in Alice Springs. Wish we had a little bit more time to explore, but we'll just have to come back. But yeah, it's going to be this is what we came for. This whole trip's leading up to sort of this moment.
Yes,
leading to the Simpsons. So we're going to go to the Geographical Centre of Australia, camp there tonight. So we'll be the most central Australians, I think.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. And keen to get moving so we can start losing some weight. Definitely the heaviest we've ever been. I think I've calculated, by my calculations, we're just shy of 3 tonnes, which is the heaviest Elsie's ever been. So still under GBM, but only just. With all the fuel, extra water, she's a heavy girl. So we'll progressively get lighter as the track goes, which is a nice thing. So that's good.
It'll be nice for Big Red.
Yeah, it'd be nice for Big Red. Nice clean 40, that one.
Okay.
I don't think we'll be airing up for
Over.
probably till we get to Flinders Ranges. That first section of road, it was rough. Proper rough, probably the roughest roads we've been on ever. Even Adrian in his 79 he didn't get out of 4th gear. He was taking it pretty easy. He couldn't dodge the big holes though. So yeah, we're just on a bit more of a track now, going off towards Finke. So it's a bit better, this track. So hard part's over, hopefully. in the geographical centre of Australia. So, not a bad feat, I think, in old Elsie, considering.
Yeah.
We were just saying on the Plenty, I said, oh, that's the roughest road Elsie's ever been on. And then the start of this road today, just out of Alice, I said, oh, that's the roughest road Elsie's ever been on. And now this track coming near, this 12 Ks, that is the roughest track Elsie's ever been on. I put the tyres down to 10 in the front.
Yeah. The Gain Heritage Trail was beautiful though, wasn't it?
Yeah, yeah. It's just that little, it's always the same case. You have the main roads, which are pretty good, and then you go those little tracks off to the side, and they're just being flogged, especially a pretty busy little, you know, attraction like this, little
The thing is
point of
only 12
interest.
Ks to get here.
Yeah, only
Really,
12 Ks, you know,
from
you
the main
can't
road.
turn around, you can't go back, you got to keep going. But so that means Holly and I have been to the most eastern, southern, westerly, and the centre of Australia. We've got the northernmost tip to go to the Cape. So
Whereas
you've been there.
Adrian,
I've done the northern,
northern,
eastern,
Yep.
centre.
Yep.
I haven't done west
or south.
Southern.
or south. No. No. I haven't
Well,
done
with our
Tas.
powers combined, we'll cheers
We
our
were-
beers and combine the
to all the
powers
points.
to all the points of Australia.
That was a few like gloves.
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Adrian, what's your thoughts on these bird noises?
It's amazing. I've never heard birds like this. You'd be mistaken where you are. There's that many different types. It's almost like rainforest sort of. It's crazy.
It is actually almost like a rainforest. This is the kind of noises I'd expect in a rainforest, except we are literally in smack bang dead centre of Australia.
We've had owls and who knows what else.
I think I can use some owls and some little ground birds, but I reckon there'll be 20 bird noises I've never heard in my life.
We're becoming birdmen.
Yeah, I'm a twitcher now.
Yeah.
It's official.
Yeah.
I'm a twitcher.
Elsie's getting some new clamps, and we managed to get some period correct looking exhaust clamps.
Yeah. I wanted the nice patina look.
Yeah, it's a bit of patina. Elsie will love it.
Beauty.
Clamp
Look at
number one.
that. Oh,
Let's go to that one.
good as new.
Good as new.
You think, mate?
It's not going anywhere now.
Well, that's what you said about your bandit clamp, and it didn't go anywhere.
Well, it didn't go anywhere with the bush fix.
Oh, mate, it's not sitting wonky.
No. It's ready for all the up and coming four-wheel drive shows.
This is a really nice symbiotic relationship we've got going on here. I cook him breakfast, he fixes the car.
I'm happy.
So where are we going today, Adrian?
We are leaving the centre of Australia, out through Fink, out to Old Endado, and then off to the Madigan.
We'll get to the start today, will we?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Sure.
Alright, now that we've ticked that off the list, we're gonna head to Madigan.
Off to the Madigan.
Woo!
Get it going, Matt.
The stupid thing is, you probably could.
I reckon we probably could too. She's dried out a little bit.
This is bringing back some memories, what I learnt to drive in, what I grew up in, old 60.
Sure was.
I don't think Dad was happy that he sold it.
I don't think he's been happy he's sold any of his
No,
Land Cruisers and his Hiluxes. It's just at old Endando station now. Really interesting. It's just a time capsule, hey. I think some historic societies sort of did a few things to the house just to keep it the way it is, but it's very interesting to look into, and you definitely go back in time a bit there. Beautiful old 40 series here, 1972, with a style side tub over there. Be very much worth restoring. But from here, we're continuing on to the Madigan line. So we've got the old Endando track to do, not far to the Madigan. How long, Adrian?
10k.
10k to the Madigan. And we'll flag up, switch to 10,
Yep.
and start doing the Madigan. I reckon we'll get a couple of hours in today.
Yeah.
I don't know how many hours you want to do. It's 12:30 now.
See how it is.
Yeah, see how it is. Cool. Might have to put it in 4-wheel drive. Woo. First time this trip. Alright, just up the road here is the start of the Madigan, where the permit starts and everything like that. So while we're stopped, now is as good a time as ever to put our sand flags on. These little Bush Ranger flags. They're a bit better quality than some we've used in the past, so yeah, we'll get them on. So we got these from HJ47. As you know, got a heap of their stuff in the car. Sell heaps of gear, so if you are looking for a flag, bit better quality, one that's not going to snap in you or anything, then jump on the website. You can grab one for yourself. We've got a code. OLT10 will get you $10 off. So 10 is the Simpson Desert channel. That way you can call ahead. They give you markers and everything, so you can call ahead to people if they're coming in the opposite direction, just to make sure you don't have a bit of a head-on over a dune. Where we just stopped and had lunch, we're by some waddy trees, and we just saw a sign before, and apparently waddy trees are some of the rarest trees in Australia. And you can see why, because it's a unique location to be growing. Yeah, I just have no idea how they grow out here. Someone like, yeah, it's amazing. I wonder how old they are. your thoughts on that sound? Well, everyone, initial thoughts on the first 70 k's in. Rough. A lot rougher than what I was expecting.
There's a lot of rocks in the desert.
Yeah, just
Rocky outcrop. Massive rocky outcrop.
rocks, corrugations. Look, it's probably pretty bad now because it probably had a bit of traffic going through it recently with Big Bash, I reckon. But yeah, I reckon in a couple of years this track's just going to get worse and worse because you can't maintain it and it might just get busier and busier. But I think it will get a bit sandier as we go. We haven't hit, yeah, fingers crossed. We haven't hit any big sand dunes or anything yet. Absolutely no technical or struggle to drive any part of it so far. So yes, well-deserved beer. 40 isn't getting any more comfortable as we go. Love it.
But nothing's rattled loose.
Yeah.
As in nothing's come
No
off
issues.
the car.
No issues. Elsie is still one whole intact unit, we think.
That's the main thing, and that's how we want to keep it.
so cool watching Elsie come over the dune.
Here we're at camp number 12 on the Madigan line. Really good day today. Definitely a lot more of what we sort of were expecting it to be like. So we had sandy tracks, dunes, and it was a lot of fun. It was really good. Pretty chopped up, pretty bouncy. Adrian, what do you reckon? Pretty bouncy?
There was a lot of chopped up sort of sections, probably people with the wrong tyre pressure.
Yeah.
And, we found a couple of people going the wrong way. So
Yeah.
remember, Madigan, west to east.
Yeah, not supposed. Yeah, that's well. Yeah, west to east is.
Yeah.
It's allowed.
Yes.
Otherwise not. So, yeah, it's just a bit. I don't know. If you have a head on at the top of a dune, then yeah, that'll be trip over. So yeah, in the middle of nowhere. So anyway, but yeah, really fun day.
Good day.
It was a good day.
Yeah.
Cars performed really well, I think. Both of them went well. Elsie. Actually, no dune really posed a significant challenge at all. Didn't have to do a double take on one single dune.
Elsie just purrs up.
Purrs up.
She's a tractor.
Yeah, that's it. All right, we'll get set up. We may have got slightly different information as to how long the track is, or how long it is from Alice to Birdsville. We bought about 40 litres excess of what we thought we were going to do from the information that we had gathered off the interwebs. And now we have deduced that it isn't the case. We might be short a little bit of fuel. Understatement. Might be short a decent amount of fuel. We've got enough fuel to get one car there. Plenty of fuel to get one car. We just got to get to Camp 15. How far is Camp 15? Hello. Alright, so night is just falling and we've got the fire going, so we've just met a couple of fellow travellers on the road and yeah, we're just going to sit around the fire with them tonight.
Your microphone. It's scary, it's scary.
What are you cooking here?
Tonight we have pan-fried gnocchi with burnt butter and sage sauce with a hint of pine nuts, garlic and mixed herbs and some prosciutto, Italian of course.
Oh, really?
Oh, really?
How's it going driving the Simpson hole?
It's a good thing to tick off the bucket list.
It is, isn't it?
It is, yeah. Especially in Elsie. Because like we were saying yesterday when we finished the Resto on her, we knew we were going to use her, but I never thought we'd drive her through the Simpson, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, well when we picked up the car in Perth, we never thought we'd be doing this out in the Simpson desert with her.
She
And
definitely
she's smashing it.
She is smashing it, but like she's looking worse for wear.
Yeah, it's definitely showing the I reckon, no, not necessarily this track, though, it's more so the corrugations.
Yeah, this is fine, yeah.
The corrugations that we've been doing, like, you can just start seeing everything's rubbing and wearing, and things are rubbing on the inside of the doors, so the paint's wearing off, and, you know, cracks in the paint are appearing, and it's just, anyway. All in good fun, hey?
Yeah, so if we go to the four-wheel drive shows, if they're on this year, and you come and see Elsie, she's looking a bit rough, and that's why.
Yeah, absolutely.
Using her.
Get yourself a girl who can four-wheel drive through the Simpson in a 40-year-old Land Cruiser with no power steering, 33s, and 14 pound in the front.
What are you doing?
Oh, I might be in a 79, very nicely set up 79. Yeah, it's just so much smoother. But I'll tell you what, stripes. Tell you what, the 2H idles really, really well over this terrain, and yeah, I know it's amazing after the nip up they done. It feels really good in the sand.
It's so responsive, like it's probably the best steering I've driven in a 40.
Yeah, the 2H idles really, really well, and I'm just trying to figure out this V8. Like in second, it yeah, it feels like I'm just not quite doing enough revs. I am in second, aren't I? Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it feels amazing. Power steering is nice. No, the steering is actually feeling really good in Elsie. Like Adrian just commented before, he's like, this is the best steering I've felt in a 40. I mean, we did just have it nipped up at Petters. Big difference though. The steering, I've noticed it in two areas where I've seen the biggest improvement. One's on road. It just doesn't wander as much, and I can sit my arm on the one stone and the Dometic and just not have to fight the car, whereas I'd always had to catch up to it before. And another area I've really noticed the steering has been in sand. Just having that nice control in the sand as you're sort of floating around is really nice. So it's been feeling great. As Adrian said, it's just feeling good. What do you reckon, mate?
Oh, steering! Steering is on the money.
Yeah, it's feeling good, hey?
And it's super tight. And she purrs really well.
Yeah, I know. I actually prefer second gear and else.
Yeah.
Idle, just a little bit higher
Too
rev.
fast.
Yeah.
Too fast in second.
First is not enough, and second is
is
just
too
a little
much.
not revving enough.
Yeah.
Actually, I was like, yeah. Anyway, it's just funny, like comparing them.
Yeah,
Like,
second in that you can just go.
yeah. And probably body roll. I don't know.
Less.
Less. Yeah.
Than that big girl.
I actually was like, I said to Hal, I was like, oh, like I can see why he was tired yesterday.
Yeah.
He was like doing that. You're trying to fight it.
Yeah.
It's just funny, isn't it?
It's
Funny
good.
comparing cars. Yeah. Awesome.
Let's get hot in there, though.
Well, yeah, you had the heating on it. Turn your heating off. I was like, oh.
So we're just at Madigan Camp 14, which is sort of the end of the line for us on the Madigan line. It's joining up to the Hay River track, which will head south and towards Birdsville. So sort of probably the sand dunes mostly done until we get to Big Red in Birdsville. But yeah, it was great fun. It was a really good track. It was beautiful this morning. The tyre pressure's a bit lower just because it was colder, and the track was really nice. It was really good fun. Holly, how'd you go driving?
I enjoyed it. I really, really liked it. So, yeah, excited to see what the Hay River Road is like. We have 3/4 of a tank and hoping that will get us to Birdsville.
Yep, we're going to be rolling in on fumes.
Yeah, that's if we roll in at all.
challenging June we've had, because we're actually now heading back west, just for a little bit along the Hay River track. So yeah, Elsie only just got up. We thought, nah, she's gonna bog, and then just the fighting spirit, Elsie just pulled on through. Yeah. Very good.
What's the plan now? So it's super windy.
Oh, it's horrible at the moment. We're just covered in dirt and grit. Like, my face is red, hands. It's windy. It's grit in our eyes.
I don't know whether you can see the dust over the back.
Yeah.
There's just that dust in the air. You can see it. You can see just on the horizon. Anyway, we're just going to find camp. There's shelters we can get anywhere. We don't really care where. And just pull up for the night, because we're pretty buggered.
So we've just pulled off the road. We pretty much saw this area from those dunes up there. Boys are just having a look to see if there's anywhere a bit more protected, but we're pretty good down in here. I think it's been a pretty... Hay River hasn't been fantastic to drive. It's been quite bumpy. Not corrugated though. Pretty bumpy for Adrian, but I think we're just all a bit worn out, to be honest. So we'll pull up camp. We were going to try and do a whole heap of filming this afternoon. We'll see if we can do that with the weather. But hopefully that's it for the day, and hopefully this wind will settle down tonight. Fingers crossed.
How's morale at camp?
It's pretty low. We were glad to stop, but now that we've stopped, there were a few issues. And
I ripped the mud guard off, reversed into a clump of dirt. I did one side, then I did the other side. One came off, the other one's holding on for dear life, but
you don't want to be in the desert in a dust storm.
There's like sand in this lens, so every time I zoom in and out with it, it just crunches. It's highs and lows here in the desert, everyone.
It's Matt's Camp Cooking Show.
Welcome everyone to another Matt's Camp Cooking Show. We have got an absolute doozy for you tonight, because morale is low. The wind is up, the grit is in my eyes, and we can't really set any cooking gear up or do anything, so we're doing a real simple one tonight. What are we going to be doing, Adrian? Want to run us through it, mate?
Culinary delights, hickory smoked ribs.
Ooh, but how are we going to do that in the desert?
Well, here's something we prepared earlier.
Wow, run me through what I'm looking at here, mate.
We're looking at the finest hickory smoked ribs from Woolworths, the fresh food people. And
Pre-cooked, pre-marinated.
Yep.
So what's the steps from here?
We've pierced the sack, straight in the oven.
Bung me in the travel buddy.
That's hot.
All right, how long in there, mate?
2 hours.
What do we do now? Yeah, those ribs taste good.
Yeah.
Mate, I seriously reckon 79 is a bloody good rig if you... They know how to do them, mate.
Over it.
They knew how to do them. Anyways, mate, they're all bloody made in Thailand these days, I don't know. But how about the bloody 60s come back to the fashion war? How about they come back to the fashion, you know what I mean?
Oh, they certainly are.
I don't know, all the youngins seem to be buying them these days, I don't know.
Got 12 age.
Bloody good effort. Anyways, we're on the farm, I used to catch yabbies with that by hand. Anyway, so I bloody forgot my mitts, and it was bloody winter and we were out having a shoot, and anyway, I got a rabbit and we bloody skinned the bastard, turned it inside out, and put the skin straight on, as warm as anything.
I just want to know where you put your hand. Have you ever shot a camel?
Oh no, you shot a couple?
Nah, neither have I.
Anyway, so I put Elsie, slammed her back down in second, and I was in low range so I could get a bit more acceleration going.
How fast were you going?
I reckon at least 300.
Oh yeah, Elsie did 300.
I was like, don't you dare! Anyway, so I just pulled its neck, I just pulled it, and mate, not one word of a lie, got up and ran away right after it. Mate, halfway up the gib, and this bloke, he's bloody on the side of the road.
I reckon you could do a 60 for
Gooseneck!
Gooseneck on the gib, easy. That's gib and goosey.
We better eat soon. Yeah, I'm pretty hungry.
It's cheap.
Is that nearly ready?
Oh, the little buddy's going to tell us. He'll go, ding!
Oh!
And that's how you cook ribs camping.
Ribs.
Yep.
There was one that you messed up.
Gutted!
I saw that wind blowing them over. How are we, team?
Good team.
We're good.
How was the sleep?
Really good. 10 hours worth?
10 hours of sleep. Up bright and early.
Yeah, how did we do 10?
8 till 6.
No wonder we were awake early.
Yeah, we went to bed very early.
We were knackered after yesterday.
Yeah. Yeah, we were proper buggered. Like, we were... I had quite a few beers.
Mm.
They went down very easily last night.
Very easy.
Ribs. Matt's Camp Cooking Show. Hope you enjoyed that one, everyone.
We did nudge absolutely the beer supply.
Yeah. Especially for Matt's Camp Cooking Show. Can't remember a thing. I think we checked the date. It's actually Saturday. We've been here. Slept for 36 hours. Mud flap. The other one's pretty bent up as well. Added to the damage report.
Tell me about the fuel situation.
So we've just got just above half a tank, and we've got, how many Ks do we have to do?
235.
235, so we're probably not going to make it. We're going to be close. So the plan is to get to around Big Red, and then Adrian's going to run into town, grab a Jerry. Like, he's going to be on fumes as well, but he should have enough where we've just got a little bit less. So we'll run through that whole fuel situation when we do our Simpson wrap up, which will just be a video about everything we wish you knew before we went on the Simpson. And I mean, trust us when we sort of say, people probably think you idiots, why did you bring enough fuel? Trust us, we were all bamboozled by it, and we all thought we had excess, 40 litres excess each. So, yeah. Paul's going to have a go at a dune. It's a decent size one.
It's a double one, Adrian said. I wanted to do a smaller one. This is pretty big.
I reckon you'll do it, Hole. All right, I'll coach you through it and we'll see how we go. All right, Hole's never put a car into low range before. All right, so turn it on. All right, so just slide her across, right across, a bit more.
Oh, it's hard.
No, it might already be done. No, don't force it to. There we go. Okay. That's in low range now. I'll set the GoPro up. Honestly, don't be afraid to rev it. No, I'm gonna stand up there. Don't be afraid to rev it, okay? So like give it a good, like, right, you know, right boot. You'll be right.
I thought I was going to be in the car. This is not okay. My heart rate's at 122 beats per minute. Okay, let's go.
First, I want to see it first.
I'm not going to hill start.
Just watch the sand sort of hold you.
Okay.
Have to back up.
Oh, shit. It's so hard.
Clutch.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we'll get more of a run up.
Oh my god.
Just on the Hay River track now, just getting out. This road's hard and the corrugations are bad, so we just let the tyres ride down. We're almost there, we're getting there. So we're gonna come up to the intersection of the QAA line and then we can head into Birdsville, well, as far as we can get with the fuel we have. We're down to the wire here, we're down to the wire.
So we're currently on the QA line, which goes straight to Birdsville. So we've got about 130 k's on this, and yeah, we'll see where we get. But yeah, this road and these dunes are a lot more chopped up than the other ones we've driven on, because this would be your main thoroughfare to, I assume, the French line if you want to do the QA line to the corner, and heaps of things like that. So yeah, I think it sees a lot of traffic.
Yeah, the sand's still very firm though. It's no challenge to get up them, so
yeah, which is good.
Yeah, which is good. That would just add to our problems if we were struggling to get up dunes, but we haven't struggled yet, so we're going alright. We've just pulled up here at 20k in Big Red. The car was pretty much on empty for a while. Got here and then went over a big bump, fridge flew up in the air, crushed the fuel doctor, and a fuel doctor exploded in the back of the troopy, so we've got fuel doctor all through everything.
It's on the roof, it's on the window.
The Makona, the coffee lid blew open, like just came off, and coffee's all through the back. It's a dire situation. And now Adrian and I are going to run into town and get some fuel so we can run back here, camp out tonight and smash Big Red in the morning and then go to the pub.
Oh.
Alright.
Promise I won't go tonight.
So the boys are just here. They're about to run back into town. I'm just going to stay with the car because I won't fit in Adrian's ute. But I'm going to try and sort out the back of the car here. I will show you what has happened, where things usually are and where they are now. So, and then I'm just going to have to try and clean this fuel doctor up, which is going to be a bit of a pain. Okay. There's all of our coffee. Oh, we still got a little bit in there. That's all right. Coffee. Kitchen buddy is usually here next to the fridge, and then fridge is usually over here, so that's moved all the way over there. The rest of it's all right, but this has all kind of been thrown around. So NutriBullet usually stands up. Peanut butter. Fuel doctor up on the roof. We've got fuel doctor on the windows. Okay, first things first, sweep out all of the coffee. Okay, so update on the cleaning process. I've pulled the drawers out of here. This whole section has moved backwards. So usually the fridge would clear this little bit, but it doesn't at the moment. I'm not strong enough to move everything forward. I tried taking the drawers out and pushing it forward. Couldn't do that either, so I'm gonna have to wait for Matt to get back to do that one. It is what it is, I guess. The inside is filthy. Yeah, what I think I'm gonna do is just put things back to where they can go, and then when Matt gets back, we'll move everything forward, and then maybe just get in the car, do some editing, because the fly's really bad outside.
Judging by how the 70's been going this whole trip, I reckon you'll be right. It's pretty steep, that's pretty big.
Also, I might just add, it is amazing that we have got this far with just that being our big blowout. Look at these BB cans. How have they not just exploded? I think this morning Adrian was packing his car really well, and he said, I'm going to pack it very tight so nothing moves. But ours was so tight that nothing should have moved until we went over these big humps. So yeah, sometimes it's good to be nice and full and carry heaps of stuff. You got no room for things to move and break. So figured better put these in the fridge for the boys. They said they weren't going to go to Birdsville and have a celebratory drink, because we technically haven't finished. So yeah, I think they might need some beers when they get back.
We're back at camp now. We've got fuel. We figured if we didn't get fuel, like it would have been it wouldn't have been good for your car, especially having that hot diesel being fed back in. Like it would have been a couple of litres left in the 79. Would have been a couple of litres in the 40 at most. So it was good to go and get the Jerry's quickly and come back. So we've got plenty of juice for Big Red tomorrow morning. Hole, how are you going?
I'm good.
That fuel doctor was, we blew it up. We went over a bump. I think the fridge hit the roof, and then fuel doctor went under. Fridge landed on it, just busted the bottle. It's not cheap, that stuff. It's 40 bucks a bottle.
Yeah.
I've
done a bottle.
done it as well.
Yeah.
2 bottles this trip. All right, well, we'll get to dinner, I suppose. Hey Adrian, what do you think of our little wolf and grizzly fire pit?
I'm amazed by this little thing. It's so compact, and we've used this 3 or 4 times on this trip already, and it's just perfect to cook on. You can adjust the height here. It's so light. You get that authentic fire, and you just need bare minimal wood.
Yeah, and it's just small. Like, it's just easy to have in the car. Better than any other fire pit I've come across.
I've had
anyway.
some real big ones, but it's so much to lug around, and this is compact. That's all you need. It's perfect.
So we just woke up, so we're not looking amazing at the moment, but fashion. But we're just at the top of a dune here. We got a real treat this morning. The moon is setting at 7:33 and the sun is rising at 7:28. So they're doing a little swapsy in the sky.
It's pretty cool.
So this is June right now, just having a look at the moon. It's really, really pretty on the sky. It's beautiful around here, the little wildflowers and everything, it's amazing.
When the morning's standing at your door, brighter than all mornings come before, don't be late, my dear, life won't wait, my dear, don't be late.
Drink up, Elsie.
Last little bit of the QAA line, and we're out of the Simpson and into Birdsville. Technically we're out of Simpson already, but last little bit of the track. So we'll smash it out, and then we have Big Red. And we're getting Elsie up. Elsie's getting up.
Life won't wait, my dear, don't be late, don't be when the evening falls across the land.
So we've just come up to Big Red. Matt and Adrian obviously saw it yesterday when they ran into town to get some fuel. I haven't seen it yet, and from back there it didn't look too big, but the closer we're getting to it,
Yeah, close to getting it.
it's growing inside.
You see
yeah.
the 79 at the foot of it. The 79's a big car and it looks pretty small.
Yeah, it's funny. I always thought it didn't have any shrubbery or anything on it. I just thought it was a sand dune.
Yeah, up the
but
top,
up the top it's like that.
It's bare.
Yeah. Oh, well, which track do you reckon you're gonna do?
We're gonna do the left one. We're gonna do the hard track.
Okay.
We're just discussing tactics. So the left tracks are steeper. I'm going to get Elsie up one of the left tracks for sure. These side ones here are definitely not as steep, but you want to go up these left ones. They're pretty easy at the start. I reckon I have no worries at the start. It's just the top. There's just a bit of a lip.
Got a pinch.
Yeah, pinch. Little left turn.
And that
The
one
sand
was
gets
quite
soft,
bumpy.
and that's when you're going to have your least amount of
And
momentum.
this one in the middle here, someone didn't even make it a quarter of the way up. You see those 4
Yeah.
diggings?
Yeah.
Okay.
Big Red and Elsie, one of the hard tracks to the left. Let's do it.
Take 2.
Low range, second gear. Alright, I'm going to give first low. I'm just going to tractor it, and if I need to, I'm going to let all the air out tyres. What remaining air I have left.
Tractor.
Come on, you little tractor.
Go Bertha! Go Bertha! You are so close!
You want Elsie to tie you up?
Oh Bertha!
Oh, no!
It's annoying, you're practically here.
After seeing Adrian do the steepest section, I had to have a go on Elsie.
I reckon you'll get to where... Yeah, where it's real sandy.
And now, the slowest approach in Big Red history.
Yeah.
Tractor mode, Elsie. What? Oh, at the top.
If anyone is wondering, no, I didn't piss myself in excitement. The fuel doctor spilt on me and it doesn't evaporate.
There I was like, oh.
Your face.
Spin it.
So if you ever need to get up anything, just let all the air out of your
Yeah.
tyres.
All air out, and don't be 4 ton.
So, at the bottom of Big Red now. Air up. Take the sand flags off. Take her out of 4-wheel drive. And go to the pub. Back on the tar. Haven't been on tar since Alice Springs.
Wow,
Feels amazing.
It's little things in life, you know.
Yes, it is. Simplicities.
Just having a cooked meal, big fat burger right after smashing the desert.
Thanks for watching this special episode. If you did enjoy it, be sure to subscribe and give it a like and tell us in the comments if you did like it. Anyway, that's all for us. Cheers.